Hey, it's Alex Stevenson here from Ninja Teacher, where we help you start teaching English abroad. And I'm here in the Mekong Delta in Vietnam, which is about 2 hours outside of Ho Chi Minh City. And I'm here in an English center, which is actually run and started by Steph from the team. So Steph is one of our trainers, and she started the center here with a friend. It's a really small town, but such a nice little center they've set up here. I'm in the office right now, and you can see behind me we've got the reception area, and then the classrooms are over there.
So many sticky balls. So many. Let's see. Is everyone sitting down? What is she doing? She's drawing. Drawing. You three, say drawing. Drawing. Good, Dean. You four, say drawing. Good. Pick up your book. Open your book. Open your book. And the bag, red. Where's red? Yeah, red. Bag, red. What's this? Rubber. Good, B. Okay, you can go. Neen, what's this?
Pencil.
Pencil, so good.
And we've got Steph here.
Hi.
How are you doing today, Steph?
Really good. It's Saturday, so we just started day one of our classes for the weekend. We have 2 full days of classes, Saturday, Sunday, and it's been good so far.
Cool, yeah, it's a very energetic first class, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely not a morning person, so that 8 a.m. class with 2 and 3-year-olds is like my worst nightmare,
Right.
but I do it until we can find another teacher to take over. So, and I love working with kids, just not my best hour.
Right, yeah.
So we are in the Mekong Delta, in a small town. It's very near to Kai Lay, and it's about halfway from Saigon to Can Tha. So it's really rural. It's dirt roads out here. And there is one other English center in this town, and they've been open for a few months also. So there's definitely a high demand compared to Saigon, where there's an English center on every corner.
Right, yeah. And how's it going since you opened up?
It's fantastic. We haven't done any marketing other than word of mouth. Jenny's family, all of her cousins and everything send their children here, and all of their family friends. And so without any marketing, we've gotten up to about 50 students, split between 5 classes, and then we're going to start a 6th class soon. So we're just slowly building up. My business partner is from here, so this is her hometown. This is her family's land that was passed down from her mother's family for a long time. And she actually leveled the ground here. There was another building, and built the school from the ground up. And it's just, we've known each other for about 2 years, and she's just such an inspiration to me. She has been living in Saigon but wasn't really finding anything meaningful, and then she came back here to open this for her cousin's children and for her family. Hopefully it'll be something prosperous for the town also.
And this is Jenny. Say hi.
Hi, hello.
And
I'm
how
Jeannie from Supermarket English Center.
how's your day going?
It's good. It's alright. We have a class, kindergarten class this morning.
Great. Well, it's a really nice center. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you.
So in this video, I'll show you a little bit of the town here. I'm gonna go walk around now. You can see there's some Halloween decorations up. And I will also be heading back to Ho Chi Minh City this evening and meeting up with a few people. Might go for a drink or something. So it'll be nice to be back in Ho Chi Minh City, where I am normally based. I've just been in Da Nang temporarily, and I will be moving back to Ho Chi Minh City at some point. Okay, so let's go have a little look around. Hello. Hi.
Hai Dũng. Ok.
Anh tên là gì?
Tươi.
Joey.
Okay.
Alex.
Alex.
Yeah.
Uống cà phê chơi.
Nice to meet you.
Làm ly cà phê đó.
It's really nice. Outside of the city, people are super friendly, always just saying hi, like smiling, shouting hello just across the street as they see you. Hello! Thích cá. This here is a typical wet market in Vietnam where you can come and get meat and vegetables, and it's really cheap if you shop at markets like this. You can go to supermarkets too. Fresh coconuts. Nice. So yeah, I've pretty much walked around the whole town now, and it's really small. We're down in the Mekong, which is actually part of the Mekong River system, which runs all the way through Southeast Asia, through Cambodia and Vietnam, and then spreads out into lots of different rivers in Vietnam, and then it comes out to the ocean. And it's quite a popular tourist destination too. There's often tours that run down here, not to this particular spot, but down into the Mekong. There's boat rides and other things you can do around, see some pagodas and stuff like that. But this is just a small town about 2 hours out from Ho Chi Minh City, and I'm gonna get the bus back after this. We've got one more class to film. I think it's 8 to 10-year-olds, and I'm excited to have these classes filmed, put them into our online TEFL course. I think it's going to be really good showing Steph teaching some classes to real students. So I'm going to head back to the center now and maybe have a coffee, Vietnamese coffee with sweetened condensed milk. That really keeps you awake. The main reason I'm here is to film some classes for our online TEFL course. If you watched our last video and if you've been following us for a while, you'll know I always talk about the importance of getting practical training and learning from seeing how it's done. And that's one of the things that we want to do with our TEFL course, is really make it as interactive and as visual as possible, and have you watch as much training as possible in video format. So that's why we wanted to get some more classes of actual teaching in the classroom with Vietnamese students. So we just filmed a kindergarten class now, which was a lot of fun to film. The kids are really cute. They're very energetic. So that's why I flew down for the weekend, and it's a super cheap flight. It's only about 1 million dong, which is a little over $50 I think. So travel in Vietnam is really cheap, as you probably know if you've been watching our channel.
Okay, students. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. If you're good, she will run away. Run away from the zombie. If you're not listening, the zombie will run after her. So, be good. If she makes it all the way to the house, you will get 1 sticker. Okay, so when you see this picture, throw the sticky ball. Not yet. Not yet. Where's the backpack? Where's the bag? Ooh, I think not yet. There. Peter. What is she? Do you know? Yes, she's a witch. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
It's quite nice to be back in the classroom in a teaching environment. It's been a while now since we had to suspend our in-person teacher training courses, and we've got our dates all set for next year. We're hoping the borders reopen, because otherwise Vietnam is pretty much back to normal. All the English schools here are open. They're actually in dire need of new English teachers to come into the country. So there are a lot of job opportunities right now. But yeah, being back in the classroom now, it's making me miss Ninja Teacher Academy being all set up and running. The online course has been going really well, and I think a lot of people had a great experience with learning through our online system, which does involve live training through online Zoom sessions and video training like I mentioned. But we are looking forward to getting things going with the in-person training, as you'll see just from a few clips, and we're going to be releasing the whole video unedited on the online course, but just from the few clips you'll be able to see that there's a lot that goes into actually teaching, and getting practical experience while you're training is really great. So that's why we've also made it possible to upgrade to in-person training next year. If you've taken our online course, or if you've taken a TEFL course before, you can still join our courses at a discounted rate if you already have a TEFL, because what we do is create a whole program that brings you into the country and supports you, gets you practical training, and we have different options, different programs depending on what you're looking for. But this is making me look forward to getting that up and running again as soon as the borders open. So we're making final decisions about 6 weeks out before each course date, so you actually can enroll in an upcoming course and get prepared and be ready. And if the border is not open yet, we'll just move you back to the next course until they are open. So yeah, we've got a lot of people waiting for that, and we're wanting to get things going so that we can get people in here, get people trained, get people jobs, because I know a lot of you are looking to get traveling and living abroad and earning while you live abroad as soon as possible. So we're working on it. Okay, so I just got a little motorbike to the bus stop, and it was a bit of a sketchy motorbike drive. This guy was driving really fast at night with potholes, and was also on his phone a bit. Like in Vietnam, you definitely shouldn't text and drive, and you should definitely not text or take a call and drive a motorbike. But that sometimes happens here, so it was a bit of a harrowing ride. But I got the bus here and just hopped on, and it's a sleeper bus, as you can see here. It's only a couple hours, but the night buses are often sleeper buses. So on my way back to Ho Chi Minh City now. I think it's gonna be time for a well-deserved beer after this. So last night I went and caught up with Miranda from the team and a couple of other friends. We went to a bar called Lost and Found, which was actually started and owned by one of our alumni. So he came out to Vietnam a few years ago, and he's since been living here, teaching English, and then he started this bar here. So that was pretty cool to run into him and just see him there and say hi. And a really nice spot, go check it out if you're in the city. And yeah, this has been quite a whirlwind of a trip. Went down to my storage unit, got my motorbiking gear, picked up my license, went and filmed classes in the Mekong Delta, 2-hour bus ride there and back. But now I'm standing actually right by Ninja Teacher Academy. It was a few months into COVID that we had to stop running classes, and so we kept the location for a few months, but we just weren't running classes, so we couldn't justify keeping it. So since then, the last few months, we've actually given up the location, and we put everything that we have from Ninja Teacher Academy in storage. So all of our desks, projectors, whiteboards, chairs, office equipment, everything all in storage. And it's all ready to go and set up in a new location as soon as the borders reopen. So we're just waiting for that. We've got all our dates set. We're planning to run the courses as soon as the borders open. So as soon as we get news on that, we're going to find a new location, and I'm quite excited about that. I'm sure we'll find something great too. I mean, this has been an amazing spot. Really loved working here and running our courses here. But, we've had to be flexible with COVID. and it just meant that we're gonna have to move on to a new location. But I'm confident we'll find something great too, so I'm not worried about that. There's really good locations in the city where we'll be able to find something that will be just as good, and I'm actually excited to find a new spot because it'll be like the new phase, you know, post-COVID Ninja Teacher in Vietnam. So yeah, a little bit sad to see it and no, it's not ours anymore because we worked really hard to build up Ninja Teacher, but it's not about the location, you know, it's about all the team who's still working for Ninja Teacher. It's about the processes that we have, the training that we have. And like I've mentioned before, we've shifted a lot of it to online, but we'll open the in-person training again. So we're still going, even though times have been very strange. By the way, this here is the famous Ben Thanh market, which is this whole building here is all little stalls inside there, and it's very quiet now. It's you know, it was a huge tourist location, and unfortunately there's not much going on inside anymore. Let me show you quickly. So yeah, this is what it looks like inside. There's food stalls, and further back there's all sorts of clothing, and it's very quiet now. Like, this is not what it used to be like when there was tourism in Vietnam. It used to be completely packed, loads of people, you could barely move in there, and now, yeah, not much in the way of tourists, but it's good to see that they're reopened though, and at least hopefully they're getting some local business and local tourism. So I've got my flight to catch now. I'm about to go just pack up. I'm in a hotel here just in District 1, and it was a nice little spot. There's some cheap deals on hotels at the moment, which is nice. So there's no real updates since my last videos about the borders reopening just yet. We're just waiting for the announcement. Like I've mentioned before, they just announce things last minute quite often, so it could be at any time that they say the borders will reopen, and we're just kind of waiting and playing by ear. So if you are interested in moving to Vietnam to teach English, I'd recommend getting in touch with us. You can fill out a quiz on our website to get options for getting started, and then we can keep you up to date, send you out an email when there's news on the borders reopening. And of course I'll post a video when there's updates on that too. So in the meantime, if you are interested in getting started teaching abroad, consider taking our online TEFL course, upgrading to in-person training in the future, or our in-country support options for getting started teaching here. So I'm gonna go pack, catch my flight back to Da Nang, where I'll be for the next couple months probably until things change. And yeah, I've also got some road trips coming up, so stay tuned for those. All right, I will speak to you soon in a new video. Peace.